Hello, and welcome to CheerCenter. Today we will be breaking down CheerForce's own small junior co-ed 2022 summit routine. We will be taking a sneak peek into CheerForce's future, and we'll soon find out how bright this gym's future is. Or, how bright it is not. Are they doomed? Let's find out. This junior co-ed pile of pest is a well-rounded cheerleading team, beginning the season with raw, level 4 stunting and baskets. They grew tremendously to finish the season with solid stunt scores, but this team had tumbling for days, starting the season with almost a full squad of single falls. Their weakness was clearly jumps, so bad it was funny. Thankfully, things improved, but what really makes this team great, and their most powerful attribute, is their score sheet intelligence. Their understanding of the ever-changing score sheet and employing this knowledge on the floor was key to their success, despite their actual intelligence being quite low. And now, onto the routine. Our 2022 champs kick off their summit finals performance with a classic music misfire. Chaos awkwardly resets and act as if everything is completely fine. I am uncomfortable. The music begins again, and this time is done correctly. "15-toe touchback tucks, and those were just stupid sick. Perfect synchronization, outstanding stick and stands, and they know it, because they give themselves what appears to be a choreographed self-hug immediately after. They transition, they slap their sides in an alternating fashion, and prepare for their basket section. Tuck lifts, with a flair of symmetry. They used to perform a half-twisting kick lift, but none of the flyers could lock out their legs enough to get it approved by their coaches. We get a ball kick full basket from the gentlemen in the back, and 3 hitch kick full basket tosses from the ladies in the front. These baskets are all 2-trick 1-twist baskets, and for level 5, that is level appropriate. So these young guns will be maxing out their toss difficulty, and received an execution score of 2.0, giving them a perfect 4 out of 4 points for their tosses. We enter into our first elite stunt section. Chaos's center flyer performs a quarter twisting switch up, and then the adjacent flyers, and the flyers adjacent to the adjacent flyers. A triple ripple. Nice. The formation expands to make the stunt unnecessarily harder, and out of the expansion we are greeted with 2 to-whip layouts down the center of the floor. These 2 are the heavy lifters when it comes to Chaos's tumbling difficulty and execution scores. These kids are freaks of nature. Normally when an athlete is working on his skills, the coaches are content, but Jarrett tumbles so much that it is concerning. And Kinsey is so good that she doesn't even have to show up to practice. So she doesn't. As Jarrett and Kinsey land their pass, the stunt groups perform a combo of quarter twisting low to high ticks and high to high ticks to scale. They kick up to needles a few counts later, and those are pretty damn good. To end their first stunt section, Chaos performs extended kick full dismounts, and I love it. Kinsey opens up the running tumbling section with 1 punch front step out whip through to full across the front. The rest of the team thugs it up in the back, and a few counts later sassy kicks to a seat roll to open up the floor. And Jarrett flies across the floor with a kick whip through to full. 9 straight falls in the squad section, 4 front handspring fronts through to full from the right corner, and 3 punch fronts through to full from the left as Brinny syncs up and tags an extra full. And as the rest of the team transitions to the next stunt section, Riley closes the section with a beautiful front handspring front through to full across the front. She's a gymnast, you can totally tell. Chaos beginning their second stunt with a peg leg entry, released inversions to front stretch, fancy half twisting low to high ticks to arabesque, as the 1 3/4 to prone land, 5 round off fulls cross up the floor like Michael Jordan. The bases lift their flyers up like they are holy, then throw them to the ground. The flyers move an invisible threat out of the way, turn around and perform half twisting switch ups to front stretch, and stretch double downs to end their stunt section. But wait a tick. It appears we have some issues over here on the right. Although some may see this mistake as error, I see this as brilliance, and a profound demonstration of these kids' preparation and understanding of the score sheet, and a perfect opportunity to analyze in our favorite segment on CheerCenter. What is going on here? But today's segment we will be less focused on why things went south, and mostly examining what this group did to save their team almost a whole point in their overall score and minimizing deductions. Yes, I know. How sad. I too would have loved to rip this mistake down to its basic elements. I would have loved to point out Ali's imperfect foot placement, and I also would have enjoyed mentioning the terrible grips, slow reaction, and inaccurate initial adjustments that Snai, Liv, and Sarah made, but there just isn't enough time. Instead, let's look at how well this group controlled the damage. The group was able to get Ali back up and give her enough pop to finish the stunt in a straight cradle. If they hadn't, it would have cost the team a building fall, a 0.45 deduction. If any of the members of the group had fallen to the floor and incurred a major building fall, they would have cost the team a 0.95 deduction. Fortunately, this group came prepared. They knew a building fall hadn't occurred yet. They got Ali back up, and Sinai remained holding on to ensure her flyer didn't hit the ground. A building bubble is a 0.15 deduction, which only really affects the raw score by 0.075. Not even a tenth off your raw score. They know this, and you can tell that it doesn't affect the rest of their routine. That is smart cheerleading. Freaking clutch.
Little strange and insane, now the grip is on your forehead.
The order is the same, this one your greed. Chaos twisting the game, so you ready for a raid. Got you going in circles, round and around. Yes, we're some beats, CheerForce is where we now. Chaos got them thinking that they have gone insane. As long as you know, never crossing a lane.
They want some mayhem, they want some madness. They want me on the stage, cause they know I am the baddest. I cause all of this commotion, yeah, I'm causing chaos. Everybody mad, they really wanting what CheerForce got.
Guess who's back again? Bringing that CHEERCENTER. I'ma stay here and wait in the darkness till the beast is unleashed, wreaking havoc. Both eyes flowing free with the passion for the chaos that's bound to happen.
As they end stunt number 2, Chaos charges the front edge of the floor and Baby Maddie karate kicks 2 more invisible threats. The girls shimmy and drop to reveal a wall of front handspring brownies, which are half twisting front layouts. They could have been full twists, but sadly none could consistently execute them perfectly. Would have been pretty cool. What a shame. A few sun salutations, and 10 sets of 2 to layouts, followed by 2 to whip tucks. And just like old school TGLC, they got 5 on it. A fun transition later, we are at the stupid jump section, the lowest scoring section on Chaos's final performance. And that sounds about right. As we move into the pyramid, we have a few dynamic show and goes. Our first level appropriate element being a front layout that transfers to another set of bases. Another front flipping transfer braced by the first flipping flyer in a back bend. A pleasant ripple of low to high ticks marvelously accenting Jarrett's specialty pass. A punch front through to Arabian landing in a seated position. As Baby Maddie and Nat continues with ticks to heel stretch, Jarrett reverses his pass with a Valdez back walkover ushering the pyramid back to center with his pass, ending with a whip kick layout. And Jarrett wastes no time. He turns around to tee up and swings away without even a practice swing. Watch out Happy Gilmore. This kid is talented. As Jarrett was hitting fairways, The girls execute 2 bird fronts, 1 switch up on center by my girl Brinny, 2 released flatbacks to the final hitch pyramid hit, fun, and 2 back tucks to prone and an extended pop off to bring the pyramid section to an end. Judges awarded their pyramid difficulty with a max score of 4.0 as well as an execution score of a 4.0, but no extra bonus points were awarded for Jared's free golf clinic he put out for the world to see. So a perfect 8 out of 8 points for chaos. And then what the hell was that?